Hello there and welcome. I'm Marla Brucker with the Motivational Institute of Hypnotherapy. I'm the founder and the CEO as well. I have a couple of questions I'm going to ask you. The first one is, how many of you have ever set New Year's resolutions, your goals, and for a couple of 3-4 weeks you are gung-ho and all of a sudden you backslide? It happens to the best of us, myself included at times. The other question is, have you ever felt stressed? That's right. And no matter what the stress is, it could be a happy event, the holidays, a wedding, a presentation, whatever it is, even going on a trip. It depends how we manifest the stress in our life. We could teach you how to control it, and you being in control of the stress. Let me tell you about my story and how I got involved in the hypnotherapy field. First, as you know, I'm the founder and CEO of the Motivational Institute of Hypnotherapy. I've been in this field for over 26 years. I taught hypnosis and was the director of another hypnotherapy school for many years before starting the Motivational Institute of Hypnotherapy. I'm an international trainer. I've trained in Switzerland, England, Greece, Singapore, and other areas of Canada and the US and the world. And I'm also a world-renowned trainer in the area of psychokinesis, which is spoon bending. And it teaches people how to use the power of their mind to transform that metal. In 1974, I was a rehabilitation counselor for the deaf living in Tucson, Arizona. And my husband at the time and I were getting ready to move to San Diego. He had a job waiting for him. So I asked my girlfriend what I could do to change. I figured they're going to love me or hate me for whoever I am in San Diego, as they do or did in Tucson. And she looked at me and said, "Stop saying you're sorry all the time and don't be so shy." Hence, lack of self-confidence. 3 months later, we moved to San Diego. I volunteered right into a job as a rehabilitation counselor for the deaf. And then I started going to different women's organizations, trying to find my niche, trying to find friends. I'd show up at the meeting, listen to the presenter, and then leave. So much for making an effort. At this one particular meeting, though, the presenter was a clinical hypnotherapist, and I was so intrigued with what he had to say about the mind's power. And I wanted to ask my very first question in front of a group. I had never raised my hand before. And I realized then that's why I went into deafness, because I could just use sign language. It was easy. I never needed to speak verbally. But I wanted to ask that question. My heart was just pounding. And I finally had enough nerve to ask, what is the longevity of a suggestion? And he looked at me and said, however long you want it to work, from 6 seconds to 160 years. So I thought, cool, I'll take the 160 years. And afterwards, instead of leaving, I approached him. Of course, not about me, but about my deaf clients. And yes, you can hypnotize the deaf. A week later, I went into his office. He showed me how to hypnotize the deaf, and he asked me if I'd like to experience hypnosis. And I said, absolutely. And he said, well, what do you want to work on? And I said, I have a list. I don't want to be shy. I don't want to feel insecure. I don't want to be lazy, and I don't want to feel stupid. And he stopped me right there and said, I'm sorry, I don't work with people like you. And I thought, oh my God, my problems are so severe. And he stopped me there and said, no, I just don't work with people that don't want something. What is it that you want? And it became an instant reframe. I said, I want a better self-esteem. I want more confidence. I want to realize my potential. I want more motivation. And I saw him a few times, and within a year and a half, my whole life changed. I became president of a national women's organization. That organization sought me out to become a trainer of trainers, sent me to Arizona and to Washington to learn how to become a trainer of trainers. And from there, that was the evolution of how I changed. And that's when I started studying hypnosis. And my change is still happening. It's thrilling. And it all started with one thing, and that was that desire to change when I asked my girlfriend. So my other question for you, is there anything you'd like to change in your life? So why am I sharing this with all of you? I want you to know that I am a template of what possibilities can happen in your life as well. With hypnosis, change happens, and it all starts with that one desire. So at our school, we can help you achieve your desired goals to take the control back in your life. So, do you remember those 2 questions I asked you in the beginning? Well, at our school, we can help you take the ownership and power back in your life. And that's with the language of the mind, and through hypnosis, you'll follow through with your tasks and responsibilities or your goals. You'll learn how to take control back in your life, manage stress, and all the other wonderful things in your life can be created with hypnosis. And our school at the Motivational Institute of Hypnotherapy, we have a 300-hour certification program. Some people take it to become certified clinical hypnotherapists. Others take it for their own personal or professional benefit. It all works. So when you're ready to work on yourself, to enjoy your journey of life even more so, please give us a call. This is Marla Brucker, the partner in your success.